Hi, I'm here today with Chris Vogt from Allstate Investments. Hi, Chris.
Hi.
Thanks for talking to us today. Chris, there's been a lot of talk about small boutique fund managers becoming quite popular with investors. Just wondering what your opinion on this is and why they're so popular.
Sure. Smaller managers, I think, have a role to play in portfolios, in hedge fund portfolios. Smaller managers, and I'm quoting some research I recently read from last year, that smaller managers are producing over 100 basis points of additional return relative to their larger peers. It's interesting because I think roughly 90% of capital that's gone into hedge funds in the past year has gone into the largest managers of, let's say, $5 billion and up. Yet smaller managers are generating more return at lower risk than larger managers. And I think because of this dynamic, institutional investors are noticing and are adding them to their portfolios.
Sure. What's the future for these mature, well-established managers?
Well, I think there'll be a role for them as well. I think many investors will have both in their portfolios. Larger investors or larger funds cater to investors that have needs, and those needs may be significant operational teams or compliance teams to help mitigate some of the risks that exist.
Sure. I know a lot of investors, they want to have one-to-ones with portfolio managers. You being a portfolio manager, I was wondering what sort of demands they're placing on you and what sort of questions are they bringing to the table?
Sure. With respect to hedge funds, and going back to smaller funds, that's another thing is access. You typically can access the head of the firm relatively easily with a smaller fund. You ring them up and they're the person that answers. With larger funds, you typically get through a couple of layers of investment personnel and marketing people. With respect to myself, I think I'm fairly easy to access for managers we have in the portfolio. There's so many hedge funds and so many trying to attract capital. It's I think less easy to maybe get my attention with respect to newer funds or to funds that are trying to just market.
Sure. Excellent. Well, thank you so much for your time and your insight on that. Thank you very much.
Sure.